day 0 of Connecticon. I just got here. It's sometime after 5. But my friends got here earlier, but yeah. And I'm just gonna vlog on my phone because you know what? That's basically what I did in my Boston. Even though I brought my camera, I never took it out. And this time I didn't even bring my camera. We're just gonna vlog on the phone. Honestly, I noticed from editing last year's Connecticon footage that like something in the iPhone does like adjust to noise better with its microphone. So wow, I feel like this lighting's making me look tired. Well, I was tired earlier, so yeah, I didn't get it super cute this year. I was just like, I had low energy this morning. So, yeah, day 0. I'm here. That's it. I don't know if there'll be any other updates for day 0. I mean, I guess I could talk about one thing is that, like, there is, obviously there's traffic getting into here, especially around this time. Everyone decided to show up at the same time as me, because my friend Mark was like, this is why I come early, because it's 4 o'clock, and apparently everyone just wants to show up at 4. That's basically, I showed up, like, closer to 5. Besides the point. And then there was an elevator line, and it was so much that, like, there was a hotel staff member who was also escorting people to the service elevator. It's only Thursday, guys. It's only Thursday. It's only Thursday. Yeah. I can people watch. Everyone's like little ants down there. Okay, my arm's getting tired. Peace out. Got that prime people watching view. Perfect for introverts. Here's my badge ribbon haul. Thursday, day 0 of Connecticon. My Thursday badge ribbon collection. It's only Thursday, by the way. Damn. Wait. Arm for scale. I don't know if that helps. This is awkward. When there's trouble, you know who to call. Call Raven. Because she's the most badass. Half demon. And that was only day 0. It's a good thing I brought clothespins because my friend / roommate Ashley like already had to like have hers so long that she like bent it and pinned it up. I'll probably have to, you know, come back to that at some point. We'll see what happens. But here I am, ready to go. And there is all the people. Sorry. Or am I? I don't know. People. Okay, I'm done. We already have a casualty. 11 a.m. Friday. Mostly the quiet before the storm. So, I just went to a yokai panel, and I'm hoping to make more of their Japanese folklore related panels as well. And then I decided to go into Artist Alley. It had just opened. I just got back up. It's like 1. They open at like 12. It was already crowded in there. So I was like, let me go back to my room and put my little mask case in my purse. And next time I go in, I put that on. Because I neglected to ever put on a mask at Anime Boston. Because last year, what I kind of did was like when I was in an area that was crowded, especially like Dealer's Room and Artist Alley, I put a mask on and then I was fine. But this year I got sick at Anime Boston. I don't want to get sick here. I don't want to get sick, okay? Gonna put the mask on. If I don't want to wear it 24/7, fine, but like crowded places, put it on. put it on. So yeah, I'll head back out. Okay, someone in the daily artist alley that's like, or daily vendors market, whatever you want to call it, they change out vendors, artists daily, and they had this prototype hoodie, and it was only $5, and I was surprised it hadn't been snatched up yet, and I was like, I will snatch this up for $5, thank you. This will be so cute and comfy to wear around the house. I just love the waifu material. So yeah, I'll put their info. I have their card. I love this shot that I just noticed the ravens, and I was like, let me walk up to the ravens, and then I noticed my friend Amanda with the two other ravens and the 4 Deadpools, and we're all doing the Spider-Man meme, and then I evened it out being the 4th raven doing the Spider-Man meme. And then after that was literally just before the DC Comics photo shoot for Friday, and that was awesome. Here's some footage of Joker with the Red Hoods, but don't worry, they got the revenge. And also I love this selfie of all of us ravens. It looks like we're about to drop a sick album. Yeah, so here's like the initial group photo before we did all the photos. And then the group photo at the end was meant to be a silly photo, so that was really fun. So I had a hotel room that had a view of the stairs this year, and so that was just fun to just watch people. Point of view. Point of view, I'm watching you party outside my window while I eat dinner. Somebody in a pink floofy dress just got down. There's more empty area in the sun. I might have to go in the sun. Okay, so when the sun is hitting me, that causes a shadow, but it is day... Jenna EXE has stopped working. It is Saturday. Day 2 of Connecticon. I haven't checked in yet. I'm having a good time. I got a side quest to take 25 pictures of female characters. So it forces me to ask for pictures. And then, but part of it's hard because it's like, oh, then I see someone I know. Oh, then this happens, blah, blah, blah. I just got footage of the Furry Parade. I thought I missed it. I'm so glad I didn't. So, having a good time. I love being Yoshi. So this is Saturday, and this is the Furry Parade. I did get out a little bit later than planned because I had to help a friend with a little car emergency. So I could have sworn like the Furry Parade was earlier last year, but I'm glad I made the Furry Parade this year. I tried to get as much footage of it as possible because I remember, even though I posted my convention vlog really late last year, the furries were excited to see themselves in the little clip that I put on, the short clip I put up on like TikTok and stuff. So yeah, check yourselves out, guys. Solidarity with the furry community. I actually started working on my own persona. I'm like already so excited about it. I want to draw more. So where the dealer's room in Ari Sally is, on the other side of that, there is also the arcade area with like the wrestling ring. Also like right in between those two, that's where you can get the convention center food. And at the end corner of that other side were the games, and also like the tables where you could just sit, and the games, I already said that. It's also where you meet the guests. Besides the point, in that other corner of that side of the convention center, there is puppies. I didn't even know this was a thing. Apparently it was a thing last year, but like my friend Ashley was like, oh yeah, I gotta visit the puppies later. I'm like, puppies? And yeah, it's a rescue. They bring puppies. And I took a video of just all of the adoptable dogs that they had on a poster board thing. Not even a board, this is actually really nice. And I just took a quick clip of this puppy because I didn't want to like film people without their consent, but I wanted to get something. And then all the puppies that they had there. I love the names, it's so cute. But I was not gonna play with puppies in my Yoshi cosplay. But yeah, all you had to do was like donate some money to play with the puppies. And it was $50 donation to get a golden ticket, so you go in anytime you want. Maybe I'll do it. might save up for next year so I could play with the puppies whenever I want. Hopefully this isn't too awkward of an angle because I just have my phone leaning on an object now. I feel like holding it. I'm just taking a little hotel room break. So what has happened so far since I last checked in? I don't think I've filmed anything since I filmed the Furry Parade. I've just been kind of bopping around, having fun. I just, every time I see a Nintendo versus cosplayer, I just kind of like, I walk up and I'm like, and I'm so glad people are recognizing this as Yoshi, and it's just a very beloved cosplay. Yeah, I oh my god, words. I plan to continue to wear this cosplay for as long as I possibly can. Sorry, I just like noticed like where there's some fabric where it should be in the seam and fraying, and that's no fun. Yeah. So even though I tried to like fix the shoes I wear for this costume, I think I'm still gonna get a new pair eventually. And if I can't find an orange and if I can't find an orange pair of shoes I like, then I will just get a pair of shoes I like in white and paint them orange. Basically what I did was add some fabric and like trim and then Velcro to lengthen the strap, and also put in, what do you call them, like heel cushion pads for the back of the shoe, but they still kind of like slip in the back, so it's like, to me, I'm like, these fit mostly perfectly, but are they technically too big? But it was the smallest shoe size, and I'm one shoe size below that. Got a few things from Art Sally, mostly just wanted to like go to a friend mutual of mine and buy some stuff from him, and then go to an artist I follow and get some stuff from her. Did I get anything else outside of that? I can't remember. I don't know, but it's like, okay, before I'm like, how do I put this? Words. I'm so good with them. You know, I don't want to blow everything in one place, you know, like blow all my money or whatever. But it's like, okay, I at least want to like support these few. Let me just get what I want from them, and then whatever else is spent from there after is like whatever. But at least want to support these like specific people. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I have the side quest to take 25 consensual pictures of cosplayers dressed as female characters. I have not done 25, but it has encouraged me to like stalk cosplayers and be like, can I take your photo? And then like chit chat and give them my little golden origami stars and stuff. I've done like maybe 9 or 10 so far. But it's like also I'm in a very like costume that people like, so then I get stopped, and then it's like, okay, well, I want to walk around and do this, and I want to do and this, that, and the other thing. So I think that's actually what makes it more difficult. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm also someone very likable, and there's been a few like, oh my god, I love Yoshi. Yoshi's my favorite, and he's my favorite too. I love Yoshi's Island. I love playing as Yoshi when I can in like Nintendo games. So, yeah. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Do you accept? I have not been down to the food trucks yet. I will do that after I rest up my feet a little bit more. And maybe at some point get myself a little treat. Oh yeah, I was like with a friend, and they said something like, oh, the furry is like scary, whatever, and I'm like, I love furries, and he's like, you're one of them, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't have a persona yet, and he's like, yet. Yeah, I guess this is me coming out as like a furry, even though I don't have a persona, but that's fine. I'm sorry if you hate, actually no, I'm not sorry if you hate furries. Furries are just like, I started playing VR chat, and I was like, where do I go to like start hanging out with people? Because you have to get to a certain point before you can like upload a custom avatar, and I found one online that I wanted to like use as my default. And there was a furry hideout, and I was like, furries are cool. Now, with like some public, with group public servers and VR chat, there's moderation, but still it's like you're gonna get some trolls and weird people in there, but you will eventually find the right vibe and group of people and stuff. So I'm having fun with that. But like, that's where I went. I was like, furries are cool, furries are nice. There's so many different types of people in the furry community. I know I'm gonna find like someone to click with when it comes to furries. You know? So it's just like, I love furries, I have respect for furries. I'm like not liking any of these angles, but any higher angle I attempt to rest it against something, it just doesn't want to stay up. Anyways, a couple friends of my roommates came in to just do their thing, so I didn't want to film. So yeah, furries are cool. I don't want to spend too much of this video talking about furries, though. I don't want to piss anyone off. Well, no, I'm not sorry. I don't care if you're pissed off. Furries are cool. Anyways, okay, boy. Yeah, I just reapplied sunscreen. Protect yourself during summer cons. Oh yeah, I should get footage of what's the stair area. I'm like, what am I forgetting? Okay, I'll check in another time. See you later. met up with new friends I met at the convention the day prior. They were playing Tony Hawk skater game. PlayStation 2. I don't think it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, but it was on the PlayStation 2. Yeah. This is Mars and Light, even though you can barely see them. But yeah, they invited me to come hang out with them for a bit, and then I went to the Deathmatch pre-show, which was the Masquerade Craftsmanship competition awards ceremony. I'm gonna circle back to my thoughts at the end of this about how they handled the Masquerade.
Maryland-based cosplayer with a passion for teaching and costume creation. With 22 years of experience under her belt, she is an award-winning baker who designs and constructs her own costumes from scratch, having competed and judged at several conventions across the U.S. She holds a BFA in technical theater and costume design, as well as an MA in puppetry with a focus on fabrication. How cool is that? Having taught for over a decade for both higher education and for K-12 students, she has also traveled across the country as a cosplay guest, panelist, and judge. She is also the vice president of the Potomac Fiber Arts Guild and serves as an advisory board member focused on improving accessibility in makerspaces for those with disabilities. Give a big welcome to Lady Sells.
That's my friend.
Our first Judge's Choice Award is Lady Sells, and this award is going to Skaloshia Cosplay as Celica from Fire Emblem.
So a little bit about this cosplay coming up. All of us were absolutely stunned by all of the very detailed beadwork on this costume. It's super shiny, you can see on stage, but it is absolutely meticulously done and fabulous. So, congratulations. And this is
Our next Judge's Choice is from County Silent tonight, and this goes to Blaze as Poppy and Branch from Strolls 2. Our next Judge's Choice Award is from Bash Cosplay, and this goes to Morgan as Kyoshi Warrior from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So a big thing I liked about this costume was the armor. I'm a very big armor person. I love the textures and the fabric chosen, and the non-slip wash kind of used for the armor detailing is very resourceful. And texture is like one of the most important things to me for my cosplays at least.
And our final Judge's Choice Award comes from Terran Cosplay, and it is going to Katarina as Draculara from Monster High.
I wanted to say I was fully impressed by the amount of work, dedication in order to make something like the doll. Everything was on point, it was so spot on, so I really want to prize all this dedication and hard work. You did an amazing job.
Now for our red cat, Kube as Level 1 Lada from Critical Role. Ball, stealing from Final Fantasy 13. And for the first place in our novice division, we have Eddie as Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. Next, we have our advanced division. In third place advanced, we have Amber as Jinx from Arcade. For second place in our advanced division, we have Abigail as Cole from Dragon Age Inquisition. And for first place in our advanced division, we have Chris as the Imperial Inquisitor from Warhammer 40K.
Okay, so not here, it's everything would be for armor.
Come on, make some noise!
Now we have our Masters division. Starting in third place, we have Alice as Inori from Guilty Crown. For second place in our Masters division, we have Madeline as Doll, Joker, and Snake from Black Butler. Do we have Madeline's group here tonight? Looks like we may not. Well, we'll reach out to them later. So for first place in our Masters division, we have Fire Team Magni as Spartan 4 from Halo 4.
Make some glory over there. Make some noise!
Now, next we'll have our Team Best in Show Awards. Nairobi, you want to bring up your judges?
Hi. So before I want to present my Grammy judges from Cabernet to come up here and join me on stage to present this award to an amazing, amazing person. So we have Peachy, Joe,
So if you were able to watch the cabaret, we saved the announcement for the best in show for tonight. So this person really showed us some progression throughout their rehearsal and into the main performance. They really brought energy and spunk and so much like just life, and it really impressed us all. We all stood backstage and so we were like, hey, it's this person, right? So without further ado, 1, 2, 3, sing. All right. 1, 2, 3. Wally!
My name's Paz. I just want to say something really quick. Thank you. A few weeks ago, I lost my dad, and I have not been put together this whole time. And it's really been the cosplay community that has backed me up so much, especially all the people from Saratoga who reached out to me. Thank you. You put so much energy for me to get to do this performance. Thank you so much.
Apologies, we just swapped our trophies a little bit. Paz, my dear, can you hang on for one moment? You actually were given the best in show and not the first place. We had your first place tucked away because we didn't give it out yesterday. So that actually needs to go to our best in show for cabaret, and we will pick up your first place and get it to you in a moment.
I know her, the one was in
So we changed things up a little bit this year, I'll explain it to you. The Best in Show Awards only went to cosplayers and cosplay groups who participated in both the Craftsmanship competition and in the skits of the cabaret yesterday. So what we have is a shorter list of folks who did both. Now, Paz, you won the performance division. You have a totally separate award. Now, for our Best in Show cabaret, so that was the person with the highest ranked scoring for the cabaret, who also did Craftsmanship. That individual who wins that award, which is this trophy, is Anna and Ellie as Queen Crystals and Princess Cadence. Their skit is called Mine All Mine, you saw it yesterday. So if you two are here, this award is for you. Anyone? Who also did a performance skit. And that is our Best in Show for Craftsmanship. Okay, well we may have a little mix up there too. However, we still have a trophy, and it is going to our top ranked choice for our Craftsmanship division, the best person who did all of the Craftsmanship competition, and our judges' favorite across the board. And that is Ryan as the Hatchlings of Outer Wilds.
costume. So this costume was probably one of the cleanest builds we've seen. It was amazing. The foam work, all of the wood detailing on that, that's foam. That's not wood, that's foam. It's super clean.
He also made the pants and the shirt, and like, he does super fly. Come on, guys.
I thought that, I didn't even know that was foam until I touched it.
Congratulations.
So we are going to launch right into that momentarily. Now this is a reminder, you cannot save any seats for the deathmatch. We will fill every single seat in this room. If your friends are not here, their friends are not in that seat, expect someone else to be seated next to you.
Dancing for democracy. Mr. Sakamoto, let's get it.
I spotted the legend, Banana Maraca guy. I was in a panel about Korean zombie films, and I kept hearing like cheering and stuff. I'm like, what is this coming from? It's not coming all the way from outside. Outside of the panel room, there was this whole dance thing going on, and it's like, oh, that's fun. So yeah, shout out to this. Very impressive. And this was the end of the day, Saturday. I think this was still during the deathmatch though, so like when the deathmatch gets out, then you have like a crowd of people coming out. And this was the little... Oh, this was the Cupid Shuffle. After I filmed this, I participated. Classic. At the little anti-rave outside. And then, yeah, I just thought this was funny. This usually had something about Connecticon on it, it just glitched for some reason. I can't believe I stayed in this literally all day. I reached a point where I'm like, I don't feel like going up to the room to change, to go back out, and... yeah, good night. I went as casual little Waluigi on Sunday. Didn't really get to do much, just did a little bit of shopping, and that was it. Oh yeah, and I did go to the panel with all the cosplay guest craftsmanship judges. I'm just seeing a video of the sign because twice I got confused about which hallway I had to go to. Cause okay, I'm forgetting the name right now. I'll put the names in here. But the panel room that the yokai and Korean zombie panel were in, and the panel room that the cosplay judge Sunday panel was in. We're in the same hallway, and even though I went to all 3 of those panels twice, once Friday for the yokai panel, and then obviously once Sunday for this panel, I got confused because there's just this one, they have these arrows, but where it is on this top section, the way the arrow points, it feel like one of those arrows is pointing to the wrong hallway. That is just a qualm I wanted to bring up in case someone from Connecticon sees this. Yeah, a little footage afterwards of just the Sunday crowd. Yeah, and after that I headed out, so this is going to be the post footage talk. Hello. So now that I have gone through all that, welcome to the post footage talking, the recap, the whatever. I'm just gonna circle back to my qualm with how the Masquerade is handled at Connecticon now, because it's basically been overshadowed by the deathmatch. It's not even called the Masquerade anymore. It's kind of confusing now. So Friday night they had the cosplay cabaret. That was the performance part of the Masquerade. And then Saturday, the deathmatch pre-show was the Craftsmanship part of the Masquerade, from what I am understanding, but it's just when they handed out the awards. And that's not even mentioned on the website in the description of the deathmatch pre-show. It's just called deathmatch pre-show. And I wouldn't have even known that if I didn't meet up with Corey prior to that, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what that is. Oh, no. I wouldn't even have known that if I hadn't been checking Corey's Instagram to, because she put up a schedule of, this is this. And it specifically pointed out the deathmatch pre-show was the Craftsmanship. I get it. The deathmatch at Connecticon has gotten really popular. It's still sad for me as a Craftsmanship cosplayer. I haven't yet entered Masquerades yet, but I want to. But it still makes me sad as someone who appreciates that part of conventions that name is completely taken out of the programming. And they changed up the names. And they also changed up what is usually called journeyman, but I believe it's also can just be called intermediate. But it's basically the intermediate level of you competing as a cosplayer in craftsmanship competitions, I think, as well as performance, is journeyman, which is the intermediate level. For some reason they changed it up to calling it advanced, which I think is confusing because it's novice, intermediate, journeyman, master. So having advanced and master, I feel like that's the same thing, advanced and master. If you're advanced, you're a master. You know what I mean? So that was weird. The way they did the Best in Show awards, they technically did 2. One for craftsmanship, one for performance. I think I didn't really look at that footage before saying this, but yeah, there was a bit of confusion with the awards in that one, but these people still won, but they just received the wrong award bag thing. So yeah, not really a fan of that. Not a fan of how they're handling the Masquerade and how completely overshadowed it is by the deathmatch. And I know a lot of people love the deathmatch. I have friends that competed in it, and almost everyone asks me, "Oh, are you going to the deathmatch?" Almost everyone asks me, "Are you going to the deathmatch later?" And I have to say no, because being in a room full of screaming people is not my thing. Sensory nightmare, no thank you. So yeah, that's just my whole thing. But this is nothing against people who love the deathmatch, who compete in the deathmatch, because I literally have friends that compete in the deathmatch. Have all your fun. It is more my problem with programming, and that that has slowly, completely overshadowed the Masquerade. Because in a lot of cons, the Masquerade's the big thing. Or Deathmatch and Masquerade are pretty equally as big. I would say, like, people at Anime Boston are just excited for the deathmatch as they are at Connecticon. But yeah, I think in terms of, like, programming wise, that is my complaint. Because otherwise Connecticon was really awesome this year. Everyone's friendly, the vibes are great. I otherwise, like, highly suggest the convention. I'm sad about that. Just little, and I know it's just the naming of things probably comes down to, but I'm a little sad, okay? As someone who's appreciative of craftsmanship cosplayers and the masquerades and everything, and it makes me sad that it's gotten a bit overshadowed over the years. Like, just change it back to calling it the Masquerade. Even if you want to call the Masquerade, you know, what you call the cosplay cabaret this year, call it the Masquerade. It's confusing, okay? And then even if, like, the cosplay craftsmanship judging is still in the deathmatch pre-show, renaming it to the cabaret just made it so confusing to me. I'm sorry. Like, because I remember talking to someone else, I'm like, the cabaret is not the Masquerade, and then I figured it out afterwards. It's like, oh, it was the Masquerade. Because when you looked at the cosplay cabaret page, you saw the now closed Masquerade entry form. Why change the name? I don't understand. Yeah. Sorry, I just keep rambling and going back to that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I didn't really go over my haul. Oh no, I have my haul in pictures. Oh yeah, I already have a few of the stickers that I bought and, like, got traded for. Got the Miku beam, and oh yeah, and this one from Pyro. This is one I got from the Bad Ribbon Trinket trades. For this water bottle, that's pretty much it. And then my other tumbler water bottle, whatever, I put a few on there as well. It's nice to fill them out a bit. There's still some smaller empty spaces, but I got some big empty spaces now filled out a bit. It's satisfying to look at. I'm just trying to think, is there anything I could critique outside of the Masquerade thing and that little sign confusion? Maybe to help with the sign confusion of, like, the two hallways where the panels are, is like right at those, like, hallway openings being like, this is these panel rooms, this is these panel rooms, so I'm not walking all the way down one hallway and being like, this is not the panels I want, and I have to go all the way to the other end. And yeah. I will say the Daily Market, really cool thing that they started last year, just to get a chance to, like, support these other small businesses. And my friends had a table on Friday, and then on Saturday there was a table for, like, these people doing these keyboard fidgets. And here's the thing, you could build your own, and this is the silent one. Like, I can kind of hear it because it's really close to me, but, like, if I'm out in public and I'm, like, doing whatever with this, I'm not bothering anybody, and I love that about this. Because, yeah, sometimes I just need to stand there or sit there and be like, you know, this is great. So, yeah, this is from Clickyverse. They do have their own website. I would recommend following them on socials because they do post what events they're going to be at. They are going to be at Fan Expo Boston. I don't know if this is going to be posted before that, but just so you know. So I do believe they're local to New England as well. But yeah, if you want quiet clickies, highly suggest. But yeah, I guess otherwise for part of my recap, yeah, I had a really fun time. I'm glad. Oh yeah, Friday I saw so many ravens. And it makes me tempted to be like, okay, maybe I can post some Connecticon social and be like, who wants to do the Emoticlones group? But at the same time, I'm like, well, I want to bring Yoshi back too next year. So if I do like Friday and Saturday Raven Yoshi again, is that too repetitive? I'm not against repeating cosplays, but I'm like, oh, do I want to repeat the same exact ones like 2 years in a row? Like, so that's just my internal like, But I feel like if I want to get that type of group together, the Emoticlones, Connecticon's the place to do it. We do get a lot of DC cosplayers. It's a great multi-genre convention. But yeah, and of course Yoshi was really well received. I'm really happy about that. I love that costume. I will wear it to death. And then once it dies, I will make a new one. Because that's how much I love it. That's how much I love it. Yeah. I mean, if it dies, hopefully it doesn't die. I've made it so I hopefully don't, I put lightning in that. Okay? So, there is some places I need to, like, do a little touch-up stitching on the lining, but for the most part, it should last because of the way I made it. That being said, I do want to get new shoes for it. Even though I made the crown myself and it's not that bad, I think eventually I will just buy a crown from a 3D print prop maker. There is one on Etsy that has one that has like a magnetic clip that you could also have a magnetic headband as well. So I'm like, that's smart. So I'm probably gonna go with that one. But because I made that middle part of my crown out of fabric, I can just repurpose it as a pincushion, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah, I had a really good time, made new friends, saw friends I already have, new friends, old friends, and I just really get away with being able to just bop around this convention on my own and like meet up with people and just being like, oh hey, I know I want to go off and do this thing, okay bye, and just be on my own for a bit and it's fine. It surprises some people, like, what do you mean I travel around the convention alone as a woman? But I guess I would say I generally feel safe as a woman at this convention. That's not to say that there is other women that haven't felt safe at this convention at any point. That could be for any convention. You know, not to say that there aren't creeps that would be at this convention. There can be creeps at any convention. But I mostly have an okay time, so. So yeah, another Connecticon in the books, and here's to having a good time next year, hopefully. And we'll see what I cosplay next year, I guess. I do really want to bring Yoshi back again. We'll see. Maybe if I get more cons in between now and then, other than Anime Boston, and like that gets a bit more wear, I can. Oh, I love being Yoshi. Oh yeah, there was no Nintendo shoot Friday or Saturday this year, and I was like, oh, I wish someone would do it. I'm afraid to do it myself. There's so many Nintendo things. But maybe next year I will get brave and host a Nintendo photo shoot on Friday or Saturday. We'll see. I want to make sure I like cover every IP, you know? I don't want anyone to feel left out. That's what I was nervous about. But all I really have to do is just sit down and be like, every Nintendo IP. Make sure everyone's included. And then get a megaphone. And then be like, yeah. Welcome to the Nintendo show. Connecticon 2025. And I think that would be kind of fun to host as Yoshi anyways. So yeah. Okay, now that's it for my Connecticon vlog, I think. And yeah, so have an awesome day, night, whatever time it is for you, and be cool, be kind, be awesome.